Right, welcome back to another episode of the Lounge Talk podcast.
We're back.
It's been a long time coming.
We are back.
Yeah.
We are good. We are feeling fresh. We are feeling the vibes. A couple of weeks off, probably done us some good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we had to smash out some more podcasts.
Oh.
I love how you first thing.
Is that real? Is that real?
Put it on.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Oh, it fell.
Right, I feel safe though.
Way.
But yeah. Oh, he dropped his vape. Good start. You can tell we're back. But yeah. So yeah, one of the first things I think we've noticed is we've actually got like a lounge.
We do. We have a sofa.
Well, feels like a lounge anyway. I
Yeah.
keep saying the word lounge because like I would associate sofas with my lounge.
It's a
you know what I mean?
couch.
A couch.
Yeah, a couch.
Couch, man.
Yeah.
So
with a monster can on it as well.
We've also got 200 subscribers.
Oh shit! Yeah,
We
forgot about that.
Woohoo!
Fuck, aye.
We didn't post anything.
We
It was
literally
so
didn't post
good.
for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we've come back with a bang. Like, so I'm proper chuffed with that.
Yeah.
Let's push to what's next? What's next target then?
500. Yeah.
250. First.
Aim higher.
1,000.
Here we go.
Million.
Does anyone know that?
What?
Did anyone hit 1 million subs ever?
Yeah, there's 100 million.
I don't do the YouTube like so. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
the most like subscribed channel is like over 100 million.
Fuck it.
We'll
100
just say it's
million.
PewDie.
150 million.
Fuck to your
subscribers.
series.
You get that off your chest.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right, but yeah, fuck, it's the first time we've actually like, had a proper catch up in a while.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of you been ill?
No, actually.
No.
Yeah.
Have you actually?
No.
Ah.
Physically ill, not mentally ill. Yeah.
I'm back.
That's
From
the
the fucking
important
depths.
I'm back from the death.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not like coronavirus.
No.
No.
No?
Just
don't have
mental
coronavirus?
illness.
I don't have I don't think I have
COVID-19, I
coronavirus.
should probably say.
Whatever.
Because it.
You're not supposed to call it the Wuhan thing. Or whatever.
Wuhan
no,
plan,
'cause it's
like.
it's not politically correct.
Oh, is it not?
No. they
Well, to
don't
be fair, did you see that thing on like Twitter
Yeah.
where the American like new press had started calling it like the Chinese coronavirus?
That's where it started.
Yeah, but it's also technically not Chinese, is it? It's just a virus.
Sure. Yeah.
I suppose,
Yeah.
but then there's a thing called the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
I wonder
There
where
is.
that started.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone looks
I'm
at
gonna say
things they're like,
Israel.
I must be. They always look for something that causes offence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But
No,
yeah,
yeah.
it's been kind of fucking. It's been a bit crazy
It's getting
for like
worse.
no apparent reason.
Yeah.
It's got
Well,
no to
have you
100.
heard about today? Mikel Arteta's come out with it.
Yeah. Who's he met to get that?
The
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos
Owner.
owner. Yeah.
So yeah, but they were all in contact with him. So
Yeah, that's why the game got cancelled, Man City.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So
And
yeah.
how many hands has he shaken?
Exactly.
Since? That's-
Wash your hands.
I don't know if that's gonna help. 'Cause
Wash your hands.
they were saying that you're like going off the Joe Rogan thing. Like the reason cruise ships were so bad for coronaviruses and they were spreading so bad is because all the recycled air
Yeah.
and because it's all like if you're in a room with someone who's breathing and they have coronavirus, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it. But also
Yeah.
like a good thing. Well, I don't know whether it's a good thing. They said kids, they'll get it, but they won't feel the symptoms of it, so they can carry it
Yeah.
and not display any symptoms, but they can pass it on to people, and it
Oh,
might kill the
okay.
person. You know. And another thing that's kind of good, kind of bad. You know, they say the majority of the cases of people who are dying are older people.
Vulnerable people.
Yeah.
So in China, it was older men who were dying as opposed to older women. Like a vast majority of them were older men who were dying. That's
Right.
because the vast majority of smokers who are also old are men. Women don't really smoke in China, but
Right.
men do.
Okay.
So if you have compromised lung health,
yeah.
you're way more likely
Well,
to.
what was it? It attacks the lungs, yeah.
Yeah,
And basically
Pneumonia.
pneumonia. So it fills like the lungs with liquid.
yeah,
So they reckon like test. Well, I was watching this video, right, and it basically said that like the first stage is like a common cold. Then
Yeah.
you recover.
yeah. You get better.
Then you have like
flu.
a flu and it hits
Yeah.
you quite hard, like out of nowhere, you think you're better, and then bang, you get the flu, you recover, and then that's when it's like
Yeah.
down. Well, not downhill.
Pneumonia
Like
time.
pneumonia. Yeah.
Yeah, pneumonia is where you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my Dutch friend actually has coronavirus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually has it. He's somebody I know through PlayStation.
Right.
Shout out to Jonko. He's living. He's self-isolated.
Yeah.
And he was saying, you know, it's all because we were all. I think I was at least. We were all making jokes about it initially. Obviously, it killed a few people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, people joke about everything.
Yeah, I think the problem with the whole thing is, like, it's become like such a big panic that people don't know how to take it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to be like told to fear it. So the instant like thing to combat fear is to like take the piss.
Arrogance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead,
So-
I mean, he was saying it's all fun and games until you actually get it because it's the worst he's ever felt. So he said it's like you run downstairs to make food or something like that, or you walk downstairs to make food. You're out of breath because you're literally using like 20 or a fraction of your lung capacity that you're used to using.
Right.
Yeah. But I wonder what happens as well when you catch it and you get better from it, because surely your
Surely that
immune
would like
system goes through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd like to think
It'd
so.
be quite interesting.
Whether there's lasting damage
Do you
as
think
well.
people would like? Because I feel like people are just gonna get it. Like, there's no point.
Everyone's
like,
gonna get it.
I feel like it's one of those things. It's gonna be like so unavoidable.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, like right. So say someone says they've got it,
Mm.
right? So they've got to go and self-isolate. What's the first place they're gonna go? To the shops. The shops have air conditioning, recycled air,
Yeah.
spreads it again. So
Yeah.
like
Really-
you can't.
It's pretty inevitable.
Yeah, like it is what
Yeah.
it is. I was probably one of those people who was a bit ignorant towards it at the start because I thought like I don't understand the whole process of people buying like the toilet roll, the fucking pasta.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hand
The
sanitizer.
pasta.
I understand the hand sanitizer and stuff though. Like, look,
Yeah.
it is what it is. And the paracetamols and stuff. Okay, you know. All right, I can see why, but like, what the fuck has toilet roll got to do with it?
Because they don't want to leave the house, probably. Like, people
Yeah.
do get scared like that. Like doomsday preppers. Have you seen those guys?
Yeah, but it's only
It's like
2 weeks.
snow, man. When there's a bit of snow, all the bread goes missing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
the
true.
fucking-
The UK is notorious for it, but it's America as well now.
Mm.
Same kind of culture, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, America have just cancelled all their flights to mainland Europe, apart from the UK.
Apart from the UK. Thank God they like us. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to America,
No.
like, you know?
No.
I don't give a shit anyway. I
Yeah.
gotta be honest. I'm not
Like,
stupid.
look, it's
No.
like I said, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Like, there's no point getting scared
No.
until something kind of like I wouldn't even say get scared when it happens. You just gotta stay calm, because like the mortality rate is 3%.
Yeah, and
That's
other
so
people,
small.
Yeah.
That is tiny.
You have like a social obligation to try and not spread it because people who will die from
Self-isolate.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like saying, "Okay, I'll get over it,"
Yeah.
but then you've got to start thinking of like others.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Sure. I'll be all clued up on this very soon as well because I've actually got a new job.
Oh, you
Oh!
finally got a
Period of time.
job.
What are you
Yeah.
making, Teller, guys?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing?
Right, I'm working nearby in a call center that provides a helpline for coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll like probably have like texts and stuff to read to the people when they, you know, like frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
Like it's all scripted, but I'll learn as I'm doing it as well.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's like working in a call center. A lot of people in a small amount of space.
Yeah.
You know.
There'll be the irony
Did
of...
you not deal with like claustrophobic?
No, I know.
Oh,
it's the irony.
you want about the actual like the virus
Yeah,
type
the chances
side
of
thing.
getting
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like probably not the
it
most
is.
sanitary places either. I don't know. I haven't worked it yet, so I
No.
can't say. But I start that Monday, and if we have a podcast after Monday, yeah, you don't want to touch those.
I
There's
just
a reason
realised.
there's tissue
Yeah.
inside it. Yeah.
I know, I've just realised.
So, oh my god.
Oh, I can smell it as well.
That's so gross. That's so gross. Yeah.
So you've been using the hut well then, in the absence.
The sofa has been christened, Lois. No
Oh!
less than
Lovely
2
stuff.
hours before you came.
Oh, nice.
An hour.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so and that's how coronavirus spreads as well.
Yeah.
Just making
Through
silly
junk.
decisions like that.
It's
I
really-
opted. I said I will sit on that myself, and you were like, "No, it looks comfy. I want it."
No, I said you like to spin on the chair, and you're like, yeah, I do. I like to spin on the chair.
Fair point. I'm not going to argue with
No,
that.
you do.
Why
yeah,
don't
you
you just
enjoy-
spit your hot yogurt that bit so it doesn't have to be on the tissue?
Can you not? I don't want to cringe on camera. Like, that was grim. Like, God damn.
Have you had there's some fucking...
How many fucking cans have you had before you came?
I've had half a can of Monster Energy.
Okay.
You're not coming across as very monster
No.
energy.
Well,
You look
'cause I haven't
very
put a
chilled.
hole through your wall yet.
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah.
But no, there's some fucking conspiracy theories going around about the virus.
Of course.
Have you heard some of them?
I got mine.
What's
share.
your one? Go on then, what's your one?
Okay, so I
Population
think it's a
control.
population control
Yeah.
thing.
there we go.
Like,
You reckon?
yeah, like for it
Definitely.
to start in China as well, it's known to be overpopulated,
Right, okay.
and obviously the mortality rate there is quite high.
Yeah, very high.
And
Nepal, that was all the
yeah.
Nepal where it started.
and if you look at some of the shit that goes on in China,
Oh yeah, the way they were treating the people.
it was
as well.
horrible.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
it first kicked off. You see, like, they were just walking down the street. They tested positive, and then this medical van turns up with a big box on the back of the van, and then they force the people into the box, so you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was like the way they were
giving-
treating them in the actual isolation
Yeah.
places is just like mental.
Scary, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like I'm all for like I'm pretty much on the same like idea as you of taking the piss out of it is a good idea
Yeah.
'cause it's just it
It
makes you
helps
feel
you not freak out.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Like, if I'm not... Like, don't get me wrong, the past couple of days I've been a bit like, oh.
Working around a lot of people as well as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last couple of days, where it's like spiked, because it spiked over, like, out of nowhere, it felt
I mean,
like.
Yeah, that's it. Doubles every time.
Yeah.
it's okay to like be scared of it or to like not feel comfortable with it when you see it because obviously we know nothing. Like I know like it's just the same as everything else. Like we don't really know what's going on. Like
No.
No.
until you have it and you have to go through
The process.
the process.
Yeah.
You don't really know. Like I don't know if you know, but like Sky in Cardiff. I don't know if you've heard about what happened.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So obviously that was fucking massive. I nearly had a job there, and yeah, basically the guy didn't even have it. So there's this massive epidemic in Cardiff, when in reality there's like
He didn't even have it.
no,
Didn't he?
no. It's come
He's
out
had a
now.
cold, like.
No, it's like basically, obviously if you've come back from somewhere, which I don't know, you don't
Oh,
know.
so they've just
So he's
basically
either come
blown it
back
out
from
of
somewhere.
proportion.
Yeah, no, not. The thing is, people can like I've had a cold, so I'm not gonna like. Do you get what I mean? It's just because I've
Yeah,
been playing
yeah.
rugby and stuff in you know
In the cold.
fucking cold. That's why
Like,
I've got a
literally.
cold.
Yeah.
But people will start looking at you and going, "Well, why are you coughing?" And it has started like
Fear works like
you
that.
go into a
Think
shop
of-
and you cough, people will look
Back
at you
up, like-
and they'll look at you in a way to say,
Whoa.
No.
"What are you doing?" And it's like
yeah.
I get it, but it's. I mean, it's so minute.
Yeah, but I'm laughing at it because in spite of the people who like society's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like people who buy into all that, and I
But
really
I-
don't have any sympathy for them.
But the thing is, like, going back to, like, the no sympathy, I don't have any sympathy for the people who are going out and, like,
Bulk buying.
buying.
Yeah, those sheep.
Because you have just made these companies so much richer.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about, like, a big fucking... What's the word for it? I can't think of the word.
Conglomerate.
What the fuck is that word? I've never heard of that word.
The big business. Owns our businesses.
Not even that. What's the word? Like... I can't think of the word anyway. I'll think of it at some point.
Drink out and then see if it comes to you.
Sure.
Yeah. A little intermission.
Makes me just want to punch a wall.
Don't.
No, I won't.
Please, I like
no,
my
that's
walls.
fine. I can't think of the
Also,
word
I
anyway.
have.
But yeah, they're making these companies like so much fucking
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Well, coming into that is the stock market,
They
obviously.
draw.
That's gone up.
Um,
Well, it's crashed.
yes, yeah, it's gone down to like 12 pence now, which is like bad.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm assuming 12p is bad. Like,
yeah.
I would
it's quite
assume
bad,
12 pence is bad.
But like, these epidemics happen for a reason, and
It's
they
not an
like,
epidemic, though. It's a pandemic.
well,
There's a slight
There's
difference.
a distinction, is
Yeah.
there? What is
Yeah.
the difference? Do you know? Oh, because you said it, I thought you knew where it was.
Yeah,
Right. So like a pandemic is like a global issue, and an epidemic is more sourced.
Okay.
So a pandemic would be like, fuck. Did you ever play Plague Inc?
I love that game.
Right. So you start off when you get an epidemic, when you control it in like one area.
Yeah.
Once it starts spreading, it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Pan-
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's Pan.
Panoramic. It's
Yeah.
pandas.
That game's amazing as well. For anyone who hasn't played Plague,
It's actually
you
surprised,
learn a
like
lot.
have you like there's people in China who've like downloaded the app to see like how things spread and stuff, and they've had to come out. The government have had to come out and be like, nah, that's a game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
chill. Like it's just a game.
But it has. It's amazing how
Mm.
the different countries got infected like straight away. Because you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
in China. And I'm like, okay, well,
Wuhan
surely.
seemed like a very like under the radar place. Like I'd never heard of it until this.
Well,
No.
the coronavirus is. It started in September last year, so like obviously it's only now coming out. Like you think how long it takes for obviously something to come of something. So
Mm,
for example, like when AIDS started, if
It's
they'd
just a
have
handful
known
of
it had
AIDS.
started then, they could have quarantined it off and it never would have
Yeah.
spread. Like that's what's happened. Like you never know these things are gonna happen, and you can never put two and two together.
no.
Like people are like, oh, the government should let it spread. Well, how the fuck are they gonna know like not like what it is?
Mm.
They at first, if say, obviously they say for about 2 weeks it's like a common cold.
Yeah.
So fuck me, there could have been loads of people in China with a common cold, and then you would have went to the doctors and they would have went, oh, you got a common cold, and then you got a virus, and then do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
people are probably going, hang on,
Escalates.
what the
doesn't
fuck's going on? Like there's
Yeah.
a few people getting the usual getting
Yeah,
this, and then that's over time they've gone, oh, hang on, it is this.
it? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's all that's happened, and it is bonkers like how it's spread. But then when you're talking about a country like China, it has a lot of people coming in and out of it. You think like businesses thrive in China.
Yeah.
You think like a lot of business trips are to do with places like China and stuff like that.
We try and grow your
Yeah, all
Yeah.
it takes is
grow and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, all it takes is one person to get it, and then
Yeah.
go on a
Yeah.
flight, and then two people catch on the flight, and then they go to wherever they go, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how it just escalates. Then it's just
But have you heard the go back to the conspiracy theories then, right? I just thought of this one. Well, not thought of this one. I seen a post on Facebook. So you know, if you want to get your
legit
hardcore facts, go to Facebook.
Yeah.
because we're all
Um,
about facts on
Oh,
this
yeah,
podcast.
I want to talk about facts. So obviously, 5G is the next step.
Right.
So coronavirus is apparently a cover-up because these 5G signal towers are transporting radiation that's too strong for us.
Right.
it's
And it
killing
causes
people.
pneumonia.
Okay.
Exactly.
I actually have a mad, like, I read about this, so
Right.
this is quite sad, but, like, it has nothing to do with coronavirus, by the way, but in Bridgend, specifically, okay, like, there was a lot of suicides, wasn't there?
Right.
And, like, when they were trying to work out, like, why this was happening, well, in Bridgend, it's covered, the area, it's like a little town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Around it, you have, like, like, phone towers, all in close proximity, that obviously gives off
Yeah.
radiation. Now they reckon because of the way it's like panned out, so it's like they're in like this little like I don't know what fucking shape it is, but they're like round the
They're
fucking
saying it conducts.
yeah. So it's like
radiation.
it's like bringing it in, and there's loads of radiation in certain areas.
Yeah.
So if you look at some of the areas that were affected by all of this, they reckon because of the radiation it was getting off, people were actually like, you know, it can affect people's minds and the way you work.
I understand the phone signals affecting people's minds, definitely.
Yeah, so like it has an effect.
But-
So I mean,
It would still be happening though.
you
wouldn't it?
like obviously
Yeah, you'd think, especially if they're bringing in like
Yeah.
new systems.
you don't know the full effect of things, like you don't, like we don't know.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, it's definitely a thought. Like it's not wild to think
It's
that.
interesting. It would be a good film.
Yeah.
I'd say that.
Oh, I'd be a hell of a
It's-
film.
yeah,
I'd be
right.
the leading role.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What, like, do you survive that film?
No.
No, you kill yourself because.
No,
5G
no,
or
no, no.
something
At
like
the
that.
end, I walk into this like big tower building. I walk in and there's a door and it just says 5G on it. I open the door, it cuts to black, and all you hear is my scream.
You find the wizard from
Well,
Wizard of
that's
Oz.
dark.
And it's like, you can kill yourself. You can kill yourself. This is the worst twist on Wizard of Oz ever.
Wow.
But I don't know. The Bridgerton thing was easy for me as to think because you see, one person commits suicide, it has a very negative effect on a community, like we've seen recently in this area. Another person does it, then it doubles the grief that everybody's feeling. It can just keep rolling.
That whole thing is like mad because they reckon each person was like not related, but like direct, like they all knew each other.
So
they
like
made a film about it.
what you
films,
what you said was right. Is like, suicide's like a weird thing. Like, you see other people doing it, does fresh in your mind. So then, although you might not be directly thinking that thought, like it does make you
plants
think.
a seed.
Yeah. So like, if it's been a thought at one point, and then you see someone you know, you're like, well, how did they go through with it? Is it that easy?
Yeah.
Like, a
Right.
dark thought. I actually know someone. Like, I know a few people. Like Paul's brother.
Yeah.
So he killed himself, right? And at the time, it was massive in my area specifically because he's from there. And it's like, people were saying stuff like, oh, what would he have been thinking? Like, would it hurt?
Why are you fantasizing about
These
it?
questions are making people, as you said, fantasize about it.
Mm.
So, like, with the coronavirus now, it has the same effect because, like you said, if it is a common cold and you see someone cough,
You kind of like.
they planted that seed in your head where it's like, he's got it. You don't even
Yeah.
think about anything else.
It's a
Like,
big
he could have smoked
propaganda.
fucking 30 fags before you'd seen him, and that's why he's coughing.
Yeah.
But the effect is now is you got coronavirus.
Yeah.
And people will start becoming quite hateful towards people who are like, I don't know if you've seen the videos from China, that guy coughing on the train. They're all wearing masks and he isn't, and he coughs, he's like an older guy,
Yeah.
and they go in mental at him, and it's like, hang on a minute, like, this guy can walk, like, it's not illegal, like, you can't legally be bounded to, like, go into
No.
quarantine either,
Yeah.
which is being fought at the moment, because obviously, but it's up to you, man, if you want to, like, it's like when Chernobyl happened, like, no one had to move out of those houses.
No one was forcing you to. They were
Yeah.
just like, this is bad.
Yeah,
You should probably leave.
Yeah, and
Your call.
some people will be like, nah, like,
Yeah.
This is my home.
yeah,
like,
I want to live my life and whatever.
This probably a very controversial point, right? And it might get me a bit of hate, right? The people who are dying aside, all right? That's
Right.
obviously the worst part of this
Whole thing is that people are dying. Yeah.
one of the, in my eyes, a good thing about it is, and there is a good side to it.
Right.
Stocks are crashing, bad for the economy, yeah. But it's exposing how fickle our whole economy is and the world's economy is, and all these people who've been taking advantage of the economy and who haven't been putting their money into research in certain diseases or put money into, as I said, the economy where medical research is a lot better, as it
Yeah.
could be,
Yeah.
and maybe they're withholding things as well, like Big Pharma in America. It's just it'll expose all that, and those people will lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think they might think it a bit more beneficial to invest a lot more in the future.
But it's like you said, like, for something big like this to happen, it has brought people together.
Yeah.
Sometimes not in a negative way. Like, people are, like I said,
Right.
people
Right.
are.
It'll get
Like-
chaotic
But
eventually.
if it gets,
It's
to-
already like low key chaotic.
Yeah.
I know that, but like,
It's like
It'll-
Black Friday every
it'll
day.
take something like this to start making people think, right, like, we have to stick together.
It's interesting because like we as like a generation, like us as a generation now, this is like our first big thing,
It is.
like
I
to
don't know.
deal with. I don't right.
Obama was our first black president. That was quite big.
We've had
I
some
remember the hype
things.
for that.
No, not so much
Yeah.
as in
Um,
like
Big scare.
fuck, big scare.
Yeah.
Like okay, I suppose last time we had like
You got
You look-
foot and
right.
mouth. You got swine flu. You got this.
Ebola. Yeah.
There's loads. Like,
but
Everything seems-
they weren't as like they weren't
Hyped up.
yeah.
yeah, but
Like,
everything.
why is this one so hyped up?
Yeah,
is
but
my big
How
question.
quickly it spread, I
Yeah,
think.
but everything
Yeah.
makes it worse as well when you're in the time. So like,
Right.
when you're in something, like something is happening in the now, it always feels worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's
Like,
like,
I genuinely.
The threat's still there.
yeah.
I sometimes like I woke up this morning. I kind of like checked my phone, like it was it was like oh shit like Tom Hanks got it last night.
That's mad.
Yeah, but he's in Australia as well,
Yeah. Didn't hear much
which has
about
been
Australia.
like no,
Yeah.
which is a bit interesting. But
Mm.
so yeah, I was like oh shit, that's like kind of like the first big name,
Mm.
and now like today the names have started like properly rolling in,
But,
Yeah.
but
and I'm a bit like, I feel like I'm in a film.
what happens? What
It's a bit strange.
yeah.
Like I don't know how
What
to
happens
react
is-
to it.
as well.
Yeah,
It's like you said, like obviously, the more people are gaining knowledge on it now, like the symptoms are coming out. Like I went on Facebook like Monday, and like I had the NHS thing pop up, and
yes,
stuff
yes,
like
yes,
that's
yes.
popping up now, and people are going, "Oh, hang on a minute."
Do I?
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
then
starting to really question it, and
like,
it's like, okay.
It's terrible. when
people
you're
will
Mm.
like the people who are talking about like Arteta, Hanks, and all that. They've got unbelievable resources. So
Oh God, yeah.
if
they'll be
someone's going
fine.
to I'll have a look. Like no one is telling me right now to go and check, so I'm not going to. Do you get what I mean? But enough
Yeah.
people tell you, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'll have a look.
You get the very
Yeah.
basic medical advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, although we all know what it is, like we're gaining knowledge on what it is, like I would not know. Do I go to my local clinic? Do I
Because
go?
half of them are closed.
But do I go to my local clinic? Do I go? Where do you go? Like I don't. Do you know?
You call 111,
Yeah. They
Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You
They've
call
set up
111.
clinics as well.
and
There's
then
one in
they
Virginia.
will diagnose you over the phone. They will tell you to call back. No, because they'll ask you for your symptoms.
Yeah, but
They'll get you to call back if you get worse later on, and then that's when they'll take action.
I think, right, might be controversial, but I think the UK are going the right way about it. I think we've
What, just letting
actually
it go?
done the right thing. No, because if we, for example, right, like say, like Ireland, Italy, for example, it's going to hit them, like Italy has hit them massively. I know
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
the virus has, but like it's hit them in so many ways now. Like at the minute, you can't really look at it as this massive problem, I don't think. I don't think you can. And if we shut everything down, like we don't actually know if that does anything yet.
Yeah.
They don't actually know.
Well, this is what I mean. We got to kind of like let Italy do its thing,
I think
and see how it goes.
That's what I mean.
and it sounds really like sick, but it's like they're like a human guinea. They're like the guinea pigs. You see what they do, and then you do your own
Italy
thing.
will be transparent about
I got
what
a
actually
massive point
happens.
as well.
Exactly.
Europe, like specifically, always has problems because within Europe, it's so
That's
easy
so
to gain
landlocked as well.
access to get to
Yeah.
different places within
Yeah.
it. The UK is like we're off. We're our island.
Which is another reason I'm so surprised everyone's freaking out.
yeah, but there is a
Like,
reason.
right,
'cause-
there is 66 million people in the UK. We've like, have we even hit 1,000 cases yet?
No.
But I've got a
Diagnosed.
massive point on this. So whenever anything happens,
have to
so like
Wrap it up in a
yeah,
second.
whenever anything happens, okay, like it's all based on percentages. So none of it's facts. They don't actually know.
No.
So when they say blah blah's dead, the only time they can say that is when the France shootings happened
Yeah.
in an enclosed environment like that where they can go in and go 1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
three,
4,
four.
5. They know how many. With this, they just go.
Yeah.
they've
That
got
guy
this
had
many-
it, and he happened to die.
Yeah, so how many of
We'll-
those
we'll
people
check
had
too.
that, and
Yeah.
then that'll do, and they don't actually know. So
There's a
percent.
lot, like I said, a lot of underlying health issues in the older people
Yeah.
who have been
Yeah.
getting it.
And primarily smokers.
It's been
Exactly.
pushing them to the grave in like
Yeah.
putting in.
It's a
that
good
sense.
anti-smoking ad. I'll say
Yeah,
I'm so
fucking
glad I quit
sure.
ages ago. No
Yeah.
offense. You go ahead, Dyke.
Yeah.
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 Right, we'll continue this chat after this small break.
Yes.
Rickety doodles.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, actually, that's not even a bad show. While we're having this break, I'll leave like a little 20-second gap. Wash your hands.
Oh, there we go.
Fuck aye. Right. I hope you've washed your hands.
Yeah.
Hope you're settling yourself back down.
And I hope.
Dirty pig.
Yeah, you.
Dirty boy, huh? Dirty boy.
No, dirty pig.
Dirty pig.
Dirty pig?
You haven't
Yeah.
seen Sex Education, I'm guessing.
No.
No.
Fuck.
I assume it's a French black guy.
Dirty pig. No, it's not.
Is he not French?
I've
No.
not seen that show. I probably
You
should
do,
watch
it's
it.
good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. The first series is good.
But anyway, so it's probably like
You need to
half
wash your
out the
hands.
shot.
You need to sing Happy Birthday.
How does it go, Ian? I would like you
I
to
can't
sing.
remember. But
So
you
it
need to sing-
goes, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Milog me.
Monominous.
Melendly.
Happy birthday to
you.
Oh,
Oh!
it's beautiful.
We do singing.
That was gorgeous, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I am hard right now.
ooh,
Ooh.
kinky.
Do it
That's
again.
not a symptom of coronavirus.
I wish it were.
Imagine that.
Imagine just a raging
Imagine if it
erection.
was
Just a raging erection.
walking through public.
Thing is, like imagine it was. People who've taken too much Viagra in the past, they have like an erection. Well, there's a spider that bites you and it gives
And
you
gives
an
you
erection
a,
for a very long time. But they describe the pain of having an erection forever as one of the worst things they've ever felt.
Really?
I've,
But imagine trying to like actively. Fuck this.
I've
Thomas.
taken
No.
too much Viagra
no.
Yeah.
before.
But you've never woken up.
Jesus.
You've never woken up with morning wood and thought, "Fuck, that hurts a little bit."
It's just
Yeah, no, if you play with him too much and stuff
I don't
like
know
that.
because that makes it less likely for me.
No, if you play with the old boy too much, he does get pain. It does get painful.
I don't know. I've never had that issue.
Oh, yeah,
personally.
okay.
Nah. 2 seconds, I'm done. Dick talk.
It had to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's our first one back in a
yeah,
while.
of course. I
But
wanna
yeah,
know how all your bubbles are pumping.
Gonna fuck holy cock.
Why? I think I can't handle it.
I think you could, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Low key shots.
So Lewis isn't actually here because he has coronavirus.
Well,
So,
he obviously does not have coronavirus.
Yeah.
I just want to fucking reiterate that.
Like,
Please no.
he doesn't have coronavirus.
He really doesn't.
No.
He really doesn't. But
So
Um,
how do you all feel about, like, you work somewhere like public?
retail. Yes.
I work somewhere that's office based.
Yeah.
So do you now. Like, how long do you think it's going to take you if this continues to be cautious? Because in my job, I can't speak on behalf of anybody else, but they have actually got a plan in place ready. So
Mm.
if
Today was the first time I think we had that like the proper like. So we always had like the wash your hands stuff
Yeah.
and like the little notices we're up.
Yeah.
But today I don't know if it's just something that it might be something I just haven't noticed. But today was the first time I saw one that actually said the words coronavirus on it.
well, obviously today
So,
A purpose-made.
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
we're in the UK, so obviously today was the Boris meeting, and you know,
Cobra.
and it was
Two
all about.
beers.
So I think everyone was just waiting to see what.
What he was
Well,
gonna
it could have
do.
been shut down. It could have been this. It could have been
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We know now. It's all good. Just act normal. If
Look,
apparently if you have a cough, you have to dry cough. You have to stay in for 7 days.
Look, I'm in that place though, where like I don't call in sick for work.
No,
Like I'm probably like
no.
that guy
Yeah.
because like I need the income. So
Yeah.
for me, the idea of like having to call in sick without like a valid reason, like if I have a cold, I'm gonna go to work.
Mm.
So it's kind of it gets me thinking like, right, what do I actually need to do now? If I am feeling a little under the weather,
Hmm.
like are they gonna understand or are they gonna just be like, oh, he's just got a
That's a-
cold,
that's-
like.
But that's the thing now. It's gonna be. You're gonna have two sides.
Of, like,
I
yeah.
think there's gonna be no chill and chill. There's gonna be you're overreacting, man. You've only got a cold, and then you're gonna get right. If you have any symptoms of a cold, go home.
Yeah.
That's the smart thing.
Yeah, there's going to be two sides to the argument. Now, I get both. That's the difficult thing.
And that's the thing where like employers are gonna have to really like. They're gonna have to. They make the decisions.
Yeah,
at
but
the
you
end of the
have
day.
to offer the people that work for you full pay and
You
stay
don't.
at home. No, I'm saying you should. You should have
Hmm.
to. Whereas on about it'll be a good thing for exposing companies because otherwise, okay, I'll make your whole.
But at the same
fucking
time,
team
you
sick.
are fucked if you're on a 0-hour contract.
So
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
it works is you get statutory pay. Which
That's what's,
Not
that's
not
gonna
when you're
break
not when you're on a
payroll.
0-hour contract.
no, I know you
No.
don't. It
That is
differs.
fucked, though.
Yeah, yeah. A few people that I know are, but like, I do get it because if you do own a business, for example, and you're paying a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
I guess there isn't. If at that point it does go shut down, you're
Yeah.
getting nothing in.
Yeah.
So you
Nothing's
can't
coming
can't afford to pay out when you got nothing coming in. So
Yeah,
okay,
I
see
guess
that side of
statutory pay.
things.
If you look at it on that side, you're thinking, yeah, I get it. It also depends on how much pay you're on, because some people are on some decent pay packets.
Yeah.
So if they're getting paid full pay and they're doing nothing, then it's weird with our job at the moment. They're looking at working from home, so potentially next week.
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but if there's no one to sell anything to because no one wants
no
to
one
leave the
go
house.
out or anything like
then,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I get what they're doing. They're like, well, at the same time, we're technically then all self-isolated. Everyone works for my
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, as I said, obviously, you run the risk of if you're doing it, then other people are doing it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
That's what's going to cause the chaos, though. People
Yeah.
aren't getting paid, and then they can't afford food and stuff like that. Because if
Well, I
we're
was gonna
shutting
s-
down
yeah.
workplaces this early on, before it's even gotten close to peak, you're
Yeah.
going to have people who are not working for a long period of time. They're going to get desperate. Shit is going to
So
happen.
I also like
Not looking forward to that.
schools. So basically, the way they're looking around now is Easter holidays is coming up, and in the UK, they get 2 weeks off.
So hoping it's
If
going to be.
they leave it a week, then they'll have a month off. So all the schools will be off. But how can you tell your child, look, you can't leave the house. We're not going to do anything.
But it's not even that, right? Imagine having to be the parent who works a full-time job of that child. What, you meant to just leave your kid
No,
in the
I-
house on is own?
What it'll be,
You're going to have to take time off work.
and that's meant to
And
be
that's
the
what it-
knock-on effect, though.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like, okay, to me, if you're going to shut the school down, you shut everything down. It's a point that's like, if it like the kids are better, the best off, because they're going to have. We're talking about kids in school now, so
Yeah.
we're not talking like my nephew's age, which is
Right,
6
yeah.
months
They're
and 3
not
years old.
affected by it.
We're talking about like 5 to 16, 18 years old.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these people are the people who've got the best. Obviously, you've got anomalies like people who are ill,
Mm.
etc. Like that's different. If you're talking about, if you're talking generally like a normal child, they're the ones that are fine. So if you're gonna shut them down, you shut everything down with them.
Yeah.
But then people don't realise the actual extent of what happens if we are going to quarantine. Because I don't know if you've seen videos of like different countries, but they have to clean fucking everything. Because like,
Yeah.
as we've said, it is something you can just pick up. So there's no good shutting the whole thing down and then going, and then leaving it and then going back out because it doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, you're still going to have those people going out and disinfecting and...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Making
a
sure
big
everything-
job, and it's gonna, some sectors it's gonna do some good, like the
No,
cleaning
it's-
sector. And
It's,
they're gonna do absolutely amazing from this.
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, are they going to be getting like the right equipment?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
obviously,
it's
like, they
government.
can't be going cleaning and
That's
disinfecting these
governmental.
things. Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have, like, I'm not gonna say like to the extent of like a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
But-
no, it is
Oh, it is that. Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
No, they
Chuck 'em
would
all in
wear
Breaking Bad.
the whole thing,
The
and
shebang,
then
like.
yeah, well, I've seen videos.
Okay.
So basically, it's just like the ones I've seen of are like stuff like trains, like
Yeah, cleaning
stuff like
train lines or
that,
something.
and it is it's deep cleaning. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, but I'm not gonna worry. I'm not worried about it.
I haven't worried. Like, I'm a worry. Like, I overthink
Yeah.
like everything.
Yeah.
Right? I have not overthought about this at all. Because for me, it's just like a load of people making a fuss, like
I do
about
get,
something that's not fully, like, it's not kicked off yet here. If I was in Italy, I'd be like, shit's going down. Like,
Yeah.
that's when
No,
it's
but
time
that-
to really thing. I
Because-
know obviously we're trying to prevent it and
Yeah.
stuff now, but look, if you're going to cancel a football, which is like stadiums, like, you know, stadiums full of people, that's not going to stop, like, Liverpool, for example. They're on the verge of their first Premier League trophy. If you think that that's going to stop people gathering in the city of Liverpool and outside the stadium, you're just wrong.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's no way they lift that trophy in front of an empty stadium.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have that effect. So the Serie A are on about basically the way you've got to go about it now is we either all in this together, so we all do it. I don't know why they're saying 2 weeks for it. It'd have to be longer. I know everyone's
It's
trying
2
to
weeks
think.
because of the self-isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then,
period.
like I
So
said, the full
just trying to, like-
quarantine, the
So-
full quarantine will take a hell of a lot longer than that. If you
Yeah.
want to do it properly and actually stop something in its tracks, like I've said, it would be like a month.
I think it's just going to disappear out of absolute thin air.
It's so contagious, though.
No, that's the only problem. Like
No,
like
I
swine
genuinely
flu and
think-
stuff like that. It was difficult because it was.
But look, you're right. So you just said swine flu. We've talked about Ebola. We've talked about Zika virus. We've talked about like SARS, like everything. Right? You look at those, and there was like a maybe not as big as this, like I said earlier, but you get like people panicking and freaking out. But like, it just seems that they obviously haven't gone
It
away.
dissipated. Yeah.
They obviously haven't gone away.
It won't go. It won't go away, especially because of what it is. It is something you can just. That is the problem. Is it's so simplistic as I can walk past you and get it,
Yeah, yeah.
and it is that contagious. That is the
Yeah.
issue, and it's
It's like with AIDS, you had to fuck a person to get AIDS.
yeah. Do you get what I mean? You have
Okay,
to.
That's a lot
Yeah,
harder than
Yeah,
breathing in
and
the same
it was
air.
sort of the same with swine flu. A lot of it was from actually being in actual contact.
Yeah.
Whereas going outdoors, there's a possibility.
That's why I think it's man-made. I think it's man-made.
Yeah.
Because of how contagious it is.
Mm.
And though the symptoms primarily affect
Culling
older
the
people,
herd.
it is culling.
I
In my
definitely
opinion.
agree. I do think.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
I don't think China started it either.
a freak incident.
I know where you're going with that, but
Yeah. Because it's easy to blame the Chinese.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, well, it started because someone ate something they shouldn't have eaten.
But they
and
don't
how
even
easy
think
it
they
spreads it.
don't even think it's the bat thing anymore. They think it's all what they call the wet markets, where you've got like these caged animals on top of each other in the confined spaces, and they like.
It's
obviously,
easy to
like-
hate on those people as well. That's why I think
Well, yeah,
if I want to start the
If
disease,
something-
I'm picking China.
Yeah.
You do
but-
on,
yeah,
on plague. You pick China.
because it's the biggest. It's
Yeah.
the most.
Exports so much.
also
Everything.
Yeah.
The Simpsons also predicted this.
Did they? They were. What happened at the end of that episode?
Um,
Was
I
that
can't-
the
I
last
can't remember-
episode of the last season? Like,
No. It's I can't remember what actually happened in the end of the episode, but I know Homer ordered a new juice blender from
Yeah.
this thing, and it cuts to like the factory in China, and the guy literally coughs in the box, closes the box, opens it, and he goes bleh, and like all the Springfield start getting it.
okay.
Yeah.
They touch on all the best things.
Yeah.
But the thing
It's kinda
is,
mad, like.
That is crazy.
I have a weird opinion about The Simpsons. So it's one of those like programs or cartoons or whatever you want to call it that's had
Oh.
so many episodes.
It's like
Like it's had an unbelievable amount of series, and like I
Well,
think
they're on like
it is
20+ seasons, isn't they?
it is freaky how obviously they've nailed things. But like you look at enough articles and shit, people randomly tweet on Twitter, for example, like this will happen in this year. Like some people tweeted Leicester were going to win the league.
Yeah.
People go and go, oh fuck,
you
he's
throw enough darts,
predicted
you're gonna
that.
hit the ball.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and like people are going to nail things. People are going things.
But
are
look,
gonna
the
happen.
social media one for me, it's so easy to go back and edit them though. With a cartoon, you've got to sit there, think of a storyline, then animate it, voice over everything.
No, I agree.
That's a lot more of
Yeah.
like
They always pick
there's
social
you
issues
you
as
talk
well.
about like throwing a dart, like that's pretty fucking. If you could get a bullseye, that's the fucking that.
Yeah, they call the dart kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, obviously, but I just think you make so
I
much.
get your point.
with,
like.
with what they do as well, they do target like public sectors and stuff like that. So the Trump thing,
That could have been any billionaire.
they could have done
They
that
could
on
have done Bill
anyone
Gates.
and had it wrong.
Yeah.
But then they just pick.
Pick Trump.
He's very controversial. He's very opinionated. He's really easy to target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, Trump was nothing before. Like a lot of people didn't know who Donald Trump was before.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of billionaires, they live a good life, especially businessmen, because their businesses are the face of what they are.
Yeah.
They aren't the face of it. A celebrity is the face of what they are
Yeah.
because they're in the light, whereas a
Yeah.
billionaire can run a business and no one can have a Scooby-Doo.
In a small.
Like, do you know who owns Nike?
No.
Huh?
Do you know who owns Nike?
No.
We all have owned
Probably a
a
massive
pair
board
of
of people.
Nike shoes.
Yeah, and Pepsi
Don't have a-
and all
don't
that.
have a clue.
Yeah. Coca-Cola.
That's a good point.
Adidas.
actually. Yeah, yeah. You don't really
name,
think about it like that, yeah.
if we name all the companies, you know, I'm wearing Pull&Bear. I don't have a clue who owns Pull&Bear. I don't have a clue who owns the company you're wearing. I don't have a clue.
This
Who owns
shirt
IKEA?
is Burton.
You don't know, do you?
I'm gonna say
You
George
just don't know what they
Burton.
look like.
Yeah, it's...
I always assume. Do you like? You know when you see like businesses and stuff. I always assume like their name is in the business. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah.
Apple.
Jonathan Apple. Well, everyone knows about Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Did he die
because...
of AIDS?
Yeah.
Who?
Steve Jobs.
No, I don't know how he
He
died.
died of
actually.
something.
Cancer.
Was
Was
it
it
cancer?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
We don't do facts.
Yeah, we don't do facts. Let's not fucking bother.
I'm sure
no,
it was
no.
AIDS.
I don't think it was
I know we
AIDS,
did it.
man.
I'm pretty sure it was AIDS.
No, no.
You don't die of AIDS anymore, actually.
You do.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it was
self-isolate.
too far
You
gone.
do.
Because I remember. Oh no. Maybe I'm thinking.
You
of
do
Freddie
die of
Mercury.
AIDS.
Freddie
He died
Mercury
of
died of
AIDS.
Easily
AIDS.
to
like-
mix up.
Yeah, Steve
Legend,
Jobs.
by the way.
Yeah.
Legend.
Who, Freddie?
Yeah.
The best.
That's
One
Steve
of those.
Jobs.
Huh?
If we're talking about
Fuck
music.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Freddie.
Terrible person.
Whoa.
Steve Jobs, he was a terrible person.
I have
The amount of money he made off the backs of fucking slaves in
Wozniak.
China. Jesus Christ.
Was his
Okay, so what I will say is,
Wozniak, Steve Wozniak
my sister.
was the guy who
He
actually
was,
did
Yeah,
everything.
founded with him. Yeah.
A lot of companies are going down that route though, because
Yeah.
I can name you about. I'm not gonna go into names, but there's about 5 in Britain at the moment that I can think of, off the top of my head, that are actually going down like the India route. So the India call centre thing is becoming massive because their minimum wage is so minimum,
Yeah.
like it's unbelievable, and they can live. They can actually live off the wage they get there.
Right.
because of their way of
Yeah,
living
so
as
what
well.
they're doing is actually just move, like, my sister's company, you're not going to say who, they're actually, like, the people who are working in the UK are teaching the people over in India from the UK how
See.
to do their job
Yeah.
for them to all lose their jobs.
Yeah.
And then these guys in India get paid fuck all to do what they're
Yeah.
doing. Which then makes you want to think, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why is everything so
if you want to
expensive?
thrive, you got to do
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Third world countries like that will...
You know the
Well,
reason they
fine.
exist, though, isn't it? Because those people, they want jobs, and they can say, well, they've agreed that they'll get paid this much. Will you get paid any lower just to get the jobs? And they can just keep going around instead of having proper.
Yeah.
But it's like
procedures
this
in
whole
place.
thing of the whole when people have the opinion of foreign people come over here and take jobs.
No, they just will do it
I know
because
people
they
who,
need the job.
they've
Like-
lived a shit life, like, and they come
Yeah.
over here and they will work whatever job, and that job will probably like double the pay they got over there for a
Yeah.
decent job,
Yeah.
if they could even get a job, like,
Yeah. I hate slave labour, but
yeah.
at the same time, I enjoy.
Enjoy.
I agree with
Yeah.
Trump's opinion on it, which is make it in America. And, like, that's his thing. He wants, like, the factories moved to America so that they're not exporting, and it keeps the money circulating. So if your country makes any money, the money stays in the country, and then the
Okay.
country can thrive. And then it's
Yeah.
up to other countries to create their own wealth.
Right.
Obviously, you have charities in place and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it stops the other people getting exposed, and it also helps the economy at the same
Okay,
time.
moving on to that, I have like a massive question actually
Yeah.
about that. So, you know, a charity. So, loads of people within a charity get paid, and I'm talking
The-
like I'm talking.
Yeah,
I know
like
people.
CEOs and stuff.
No,
It's
No?
profitable.
no, it's fucking. If you look into it, it's fucking
Works,
mental.
like.
Yeah.
Like there are actual theories, and I don't agree with it.
There's a big one.
Of actually, there is actually a cure for cancer, and there has been for ages, but it is it is so profitable.
Yeah.
Like you look at the UK and how much they make off specifically. Like I have people in my family who suffer with cancer, and it's bad. But like, money runs the world.
Yeah, sure.
It does run the world.
But then the richest people in the world also die of cancer.
But then you can't go. If you told someone there was a cure for cancer and they survived cancer, then that word will get out. So if they can keep it within a niche,
Yeah, sure.
if
I
they
was
can keep
thinking
it within a niche,
The guy
But at the
who,
same time, though, they surely they would get paid by these companies to like hush money.
Yeah, just say it was
hush
cancer or
money
something
doesn't
else.
work anymore.
They pump
Oh.
money
The
into
power
the
of social media, hush money is nothing. Hush money, but it lasts about a year now and it'll come out.
It's fair.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
one
matter
person
anymore.
comes out and then loads of people come out, and half the people who come out have nothing to do with it. They
Yeah.
just come out because they want to earn money then.
Yeah. Yeah. Harvey
It's like-
Weinstein.
Yeah.
We've seen now the amount of people who made like plenty of real allegations, plenty of false allegations as well.
But then that's what I don't like is then people who haven't then suffered from or had these allegations actually happen to them. They devaluate
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual allegations
Definitely.
Why you cried wolf?
because there's so many. They look at it and then they go, how many of these are real?
Yeah.
When you shouldn't. If someone
Which is
comes out and
Which
says,
is like the most fucked up thing. But it's
It's
almost like
callous.
yeah,
Yeah. And those people need to be dealt with properly.
but what needs to be
Yeah.
dealt with as well
it should be a
is
crime. Like,
Like false rape allegations.
No, that's what I was about to move
Yeah,
on to.
yeah.
You look at someone like Ched Evans, for example. He did not do what he
No.
got allocated for doing, but that wrecked like 3 years of his life, and he was.
Oh, he's
like,
ruined his whole career. He
Yeah.
was a very prestigious
he's back.
sportsman.
Played
Yeah,
for
but he's
Fleetwood.
not,
Yeah, but
that's
he's
not
done
good
nothing
for
for
what he
goals.
was going to
No.
do, innit? Yeah.
The amount of money he would have made from loss of earnings.
oh,
Yeah.
Not only
Crazy.
that, but
He's set for like.
What's wrong is the image
Yeah.
stays with the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
although
'cause-
he hadn't done it, people still.
So that's a great point you brought up with Ched Evans on that one, because he came out. Where was he at? Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Ennis has her name on one of the stands and said if he was going to be re-signed, she wanted her name.
She's the Olympic runner.
Yeah. She wanted nothing to do with the club.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Social
oh,
pressure,
shit.
take it away.
So they're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, and then they released him, and
Yeah.
then he went to Oldham, and now he's at Fleetwood,
Yeah. I'm not sure.
somewhere like
But
that. Yeah,
did that person even get dealt with? The one who made the false
No.
allegation against him?
probably
that's-
That's
not.
what I mean. You don't punish people
But-
for it.
With that one's a weird one because didn't the guy involved actually do it?
So the rumor
There's
is
two of them.
So the rumor is right.
I thought
Basically,
they'd agreed that they both have a go.
yeah. So
I know.
Yeah,
how fucking
with-
bad
no,
that
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So with it, what happened is I kind of know a bit about this. So basically, they were in a hotel. They gained access to the hotel via a fire exit, which is then made it dodgy for some reason. I don't know why.
Why would you go through a fire exit now? It's odd.
That's what makes it dodgy.
Yeah.
And then so basically, the obviously agreement was like Joe joked is, both parties were gonna have a go.
Yeah, they tried having a little threesome.
Now,
Well, not a threesome, but
I think what she's done in that case is gone for the more high-profile guy, who has
'Cause
done.
I don't really know anything about the other guy.
Ched done nothing, but what the other guy done we don't know, and that's what's difficult in a case like this is
Did she consent
nobody
to it?
knows.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nobody
it's-
knows.
it's a weird
And then
thing.
how do you know someone's consented? Like
sure.
it's word of mouth. Like,
Transparent at all. That's the thing, though. You need solid evidence because you can't like.
but is there solid
No,
evidence?
that's
Because if
yeah.
someone, if I said you rape me, for example, we'll use that example. Like if we had sex, there is gonna be traces of you actually having sex with me. If I
Yeah.
said that wasn't consented, you have no proof to be able to be
It's
like,
the onus on the accuser to prove
Yeah.
it, though. Like with the
But
Harvey
hard-
Weinstein thing, he's
yeah.
actually written out the people. Like he had a list of people who he thought were gonna tell on him.
But
Yeah,
that's fucked.
I know. It was called a watch list. I don't know, something like that. And he also said Jennifer Aniston needs to die because she was going to speak out on what he did to her. Like he's written that himself, and that's why he's gone.
Harvey Weinstein is a troubled soul, man.
Oh yeah.
And he's got, if you actually look into the
Troubled
shit that
soul.
happened, like,
He got no soul.
Yeah.
like
Jesus.
Yeah.
23
Like-
years. Good.
they're protecting him because in my opinion, because I think there's a few people out there who were involved. There's evidence that a few people are involved with him, and they don't want that to come
Oh,
out
is it?
because it's gonna cause
Yeah.
shit.
Apparently, he tried seeking either Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos tried seeking
Jeff-
help from
yeah,
them
Right, yeah.
on hushing people.
Really?
Yeah, so it's all like high profile stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he's been involved with a few people,
Yeah.
and they've been over his house
the
around
Royals
times,
probably.
and
Oh,
there's
man.
a lot of.
Epstein was involved with the Royals, man.
Yeah, yeah, he
That's,
got
was it Prince
fucking-
Andrew?
But hang
That
on a
thing
minute,
is
everyone
fucked.
is like Prince Andrew has been proper swept under the carpet. Like
Everyone forgets about him. Like,
there's a lot of things like.
fucking ropes that guy is.
I'm gonna put a big one out there, okay? So you know the whole Meghan and Harry thing, right? That has basically protected him because it brought all the attention away
Off
from
him.
him, which is
When they were
actually
starting
the
to get
Queen's
close.
child, right?
Yeah.
Because Harry isn't. Harry's
Yeah.
Diana's child, as
Mm.
everyone knows. Brings all the attention onto those two. They've
They've
done their
low
own
key
thing.
saved it, like, by taking all the attention away. And they'll probably go back, like, something will happen and they'll end up being back into the royal, like, service or whatever.
I do have a question
Guaranteed.
though. Do you? Everyone has a different opinion about it. I want to know your opinion. So, what do you actually think about what happened with Harry? Like, what is your opinion?
Fuck knows. I don't give a fuck.
Because to me, like, for example,
The
right,
one
if
thing
you're
I will-
born
one
into a
thing I will
family you
say-
don't agree with,
yeah.
if you were born into a drug addict's family now, you specifically, right,
Right.
and you didn't like that lifestyle, and you went and lived another lifestyle, right, good on you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is that...
No,
you're
I
born
wouldn't say
into.
that, right? I just kind of hope, like... So it's a weird one, because obviously, like, he's become high profile, he's obviously, like, got the money behind him and stuff. So, if he leaves that, he's kind of already set. That doesn't mean he's going to go and become, like, he's not going to go and work a 9 to 5, is he? Because
No.
he's set.
No.
Do you know why people?
He'll
So
give
like he'll
speeches
still
and
go and live a comfortable
They've got
life.
plenty of money.
Like,
I bet they get
the
divorced
only
very
reason-
soon as well.
Probably.
The only
like, there's a
reason
chance.
people give an actual fuck about what he's doing is because they
feel
have
like
this
he's
high horse.
betrayed the royals.
It's not even that. It's the high horse of I've paid tax for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's people's point. Well, I've paid
They're
tax.
still receiving money, I think, aren't
No.
they? Are they not?
No. They weren't allowed to keep their properties under the.
Under the name and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not like she hasn't got money.
But
She's
how?
a-
Why
she's a
does she?
celebrity
She got
anyway.
nothing to
Why
do
does
with
she
them.
have to give up everything? Like, why does she have to give up everything? And why
Depends
does
whose
he have
name
to
they
keep
put it
that
in.
life? Why? There's no.
It's just tradition of the royal family.
So
yeah.
tradition
Oh,
means
yeah,
nothing.
I
man.
agree.
I agree with it. No, I know you agree.
The whole
Yeah.
royals thing is so outdated anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous.
I do
man.
think it's obviously good for our economy. It obviously is. There's figures to show.
Yeah.
You see how many people go and rock up outside Buckingham Palace
it's
and that? Like,
unbelievable.
sound cool. But just keep the building. People would
Yeah.
still rock up to the building if they knew what it was.
Yeah, it's just
It would have historical. It's a historical
So do-
artifact.
people
Genu-
abroad
yeah.
love our queen. That's the thing. Americans love it.
Oh, they fucking
They
love
like
it.
to think
we're-
Yeah, man.
They think like we're incredibly patriotic when we aren't. The Americans are like they're unbelievable.
Nah, right. That's another pod, like.
They are unbelievably patriotic.
Patriotic towards the
Hang
wrong
on.
thing.
No, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right, between us all. Who actually gives a fuck about our army in
No.
comparison to them? We
haven't
don't
had a
care.
justified war
We
for
don't
ages.
we don't respect our like soldiers or
Yeah,
anything like that.
Our schools
I think
are a lot
everyone
better than
respects.
theirs.
No, not into the group. If you go to America and they walk into a place, they get shit for free. They like proper.
Yeah, okay.
First class seats and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
anything like that.
Yeah. But they've been convinced that their wars are justified, whereas
Yeah.
the British people kind of know they're not. I think
Yeah.
No,
Like-
we're behind them anyway, and we just go with them. I
we're
don't
behind
think
America.
Oh,
they're a bigger
God,
power
yeah.
than us.
we don't
Yeah.
really we haven't really gone into anything on our own back for
Yeah.
fucking years.
That's because America's a lot more dangerous than the UK.
Mm.
No, yeah, it's
So we
not-
kind of got to pick sides.
We
at
have
that point.
social issues. They have country issues. Like
Yeah.
Russia don't chase after the UK. They chase after the.
Anyway,
Big
we probably should wrap this up because a lot of this could be in
Yeah.
a different
Oh,
podcast.
It's
shit.
been a very
Yeah.
serious podcast
So,
so
right.
far. It's
Maybe
been
we could
very-
do a
Um,
stupid question of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
after
we'll
this.
come back in a jiffy. I feel like that's the appropriate word here.
Jiffy.
Jiffy.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a jiffy. Stupid question of the week. I don't know how to sing, but it's the stupidest question. Stupidest questions of the week.
Stupid question of the week.
Stupid question of the week. I feel like that was a hard tune to sing to. You know what I mean?
Here you go. We've got the stupid question of the week. You cunts, you better listen up.
By the way, we've completely gone bareback and we don't have a question.
I got a question. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. So, stupid question of the week. We've decided on it's a week now, by the way, because we're gonna go to recording once a week.
To stop the spread of coronavirus.
Yes.
Yes, it's the exact
Isolation.
reason. It's definitely
Yeah.
not because we were starting to burn out.
I was
Um,
fine. I had all the energy in the world, man.
Same.
I felt there was times where we were like rocking up and like we had no idea what we were doing.
Poor prep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. My stupid question
Here
of
we go.
the
It's
week.
the first one in a long time. We
Right.
better be good.
It's an interesting one. Right. So you get to build your own franchise
Ooh.
of like, we'll call it American football, but it can be football. It can be any sport. You're gonna build a franchise from scratch. What are you calling it, and where are you putting it?
Where are you putting it? What do you mean?
Yeah, as in like.
Like what place are you putting it? So say, right, for example, you got the New England Patriots,
Oh, okay. It was
the New York Giants,
Oh, so we're
stuff like that.
Oh,
You're building your own
I
one of
thought we were
them.
building our own sport.
No,
I was like, fuck, I got.
I call it golf kitball.
Um,
I would play the shit out of golf
Yeah,
kitball.
that sounds good. Actually.
Golf with basketballs.
Yeah? No, that sounds
Basketball
right.
with golf balls.
Fuck it, I don't know. Do we have a
Basketball?
female viewership? If we do, it's gone after this.
But last time we were on like a 14%.
Alright.
we love you.
Yeah, if it's sport, you
With
know.
consent.
It's unisex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, where are you putting it? Anywhere in the world, any city,
Yeah.
and yeah, what are you going to be called? So like, for example, the XFL has just started up, which is a new version of the NFL, and they've got a team called like, fuck, I can't remember what they're called. Oh,
Fuck.
the Washington DC Defenders, like stuff like
I
that.
don't know. I hate America.
The Wisconsin Wildcats and shit
Yeah.
like that. What would you call yours?
Okay.
Cardiff Devils is the ice hockey, for example.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Doesn't have to be good. It can be create. It can be
Okay.
whatever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna create an NFL team called We Wall In.
We wall in,
Yeah. It's a Mexican team.
right?
Yeah, I feel like they deserve to run the NFL because of Trump's hate on them. So the wall reference is there.
We wall in.
Oh. No,
And what
no,
city
yeah.
are they in? So we're talking Mexico's Guadalajara. We Wallins.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The Guadalajara.
We Wall In.
With an
We
accent
Wallins.
as well.
Guadalajara.
You do look like you could be
Guadalajara.
Mexican. Or some kind of Hispanic.
El Chapo.
Yeah, I just think
Maybe not.
after all the hate, they deserve
Yeah.
some love.
So Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
We Wallins.
Yeah.
We Wall
Okay, fair enough. What's yours?
Average Joes. The average Joes.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, okay, but what city? That's the fun part. 'Cause it's just great having average Joes because that's already off a film, and it's Dodgeball already off said film. But like, where are you?
I don't know
what
where they're
city?
located
It could be
in the film.
any. No, they're just the local gym.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So the Massachusetts average Joes.
Massachusetts average
To be fair,
Joes.
there's quite a lot of average Joes in Massachusetts, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
How do
I
you
would
mean?
assume
It's
so.
quite an average city to be like.
Oh,
good
there we
city.
go.
City of
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
So UK
It's a
versus
city of America.
Yeah.
City of the red, white, and blue. Sorry, that's a Family Guy.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Go on then,
Spirit
Ryan,
of
what's yours?
Massachusetts. So I'm gonna go with the Havana Hellfire, a Cuban National Hockey League team.
Cuban.
Yes.
Is hockey popular in Cuba?
No.
No.
I just thought it'd be a fucking random ass place.
So you just made
It
a
really
bobsleigh
is.
team from Jamaica.
Yeah,
That's what we're
basically.
doing.
It was between Havana and Tel Aviv Telematic Company.
Fuck. So
FC.
bizarre. That was a bizarre question, to be fair.
Yeah, it's something a bit different. I mean, if someone's got another question, we can. Shoot.
I can. You're in bed at night.
Yeah.
Alright, you're with your wife or husband.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
in
so
bed
it's
with
going to
your wife.
everyone, right?
Yeah. Alright. You hear a little rustling downstairs. A little commotion. Your wife wakes up. Your husband wakes up. What was that? And you say, don't worry, I'll go check it out. You grab
The nearest thing.
the nearest thing to go and defend yourself, your house, and your wife or husband's honor.
Right.
Okay? What is the best non-lethal weapon you can take downstairs with you?
Best no. I thought you were going to go along the lines of like, what's next to your bed in your house in real life.
Yeah, me. Non-lethal weapon.
Yeah.
What counts as a
What are you
lethal
going to scare
weapon?
them off with that you're not going to hit them with?
I think just me naked would be enough.
Joe?
Yeah.
Who are you
Either
gonna
that
say-
or they're
well,
going
you
to
could-
really like stab you quick. Like.
You could switch that up and say, I would grab a tub of margarine, smother myself in margarine, and my old boy, and then...
I'm your boy.
Yeah, but like at that point, how are you going to get downstairs, get to the you know, you have fucking margarine,
There's
in your
margarine next to
bedside
you, but
table.
yeah, I'm saying you could have anything next to it.
Anything?
Yeah.
Non-lethal weapon from the bedroom. I'm gonna say. I think if you wave a pair of dirty pants around, that'll be enough.
Hmm.
Shit in your hands.
Yeah.
Blech.
Or Oh, skiddy white pants.
Ah.
You fucking
See,
float.
right,
You go like that with them.
Like, you know what sound like? You know what would fucking terrify me, right? If I'm like downstairs robbing this house, for example, right? Not that I've ever robbed a house.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs. I'm going through shit. I hear the creaking downstairs. I'm like, oh shit, someone's coming. And they come down the stairs in just a full gimp mask. I'm just like, I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Just
If
with a
you
belt.
can
Just
get
like,
That's actually a great answer, man. That's a fucking show.
Hang on a minute.
You could
You
switch
have,
that
what's like the
question up straight.
weirdest thing?
you have a gimp suit in your bedroom?
No, I don't. But like,
Yeah.
what I'm saying
The person
is,
he's robbing
like,
does.
imagine, right?
Ryan's frisky. You wanna wipe him up?
Yeah.
Just imagine that, like, fucking, you're at the bottom of the stage, you're like hiding around the corner. You see someone come down, the light turns on. He's wearing a gimp mask, like some like a thong, and like a belt. And
That is
then
threatening.
he unzips the mask and says, "Take your trousers down." I'd be
Yeah.
gone.
Or he
That
turns
wouldn't be
around and
real
he's
quick.
got a fucking tail butt plug in.
Yeah.
His,
One of
I don't know, he
those.
goes, ooh woo.
Notices your balls.
I regret saying
Have you
it.
ever seen American Horror Story?
No.
No, he actually was.
I know you're about, yeah.
I need to, but I'm scared of like
It's
scary
not
stuff.
scary.
It
So
sounds
you're
scary.
saying skiddy pants is your answer.
Skinny pants.
Oh.
Pants with skids in them.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go with a megaphone, so I don't have to leave my bed.
Oi.
Yeah. Like I
I'm
fucking
really
know
big
that.
and strong.
You can't see me, but I can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'd pretend to be God. You know, 'cause you're gonna be a bit disillusioned. I'm like at the top of the stairs, just down there, like, think about your life choices. Okay, I will reward you if you leave this house right now, and then if
Look.
we still do it.
There's like 20 quid in the cupboard to the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
of the fridge.
Yeah.
Take that and fuck off.
Yeah. Pretty much. I
Yeah.
don't know. We could switch that question up and say, what would you? Because you've already technically answered it.
What?
If you're breaking into a house, you're trying to steal stuff. What's
What's
the one
the
thing you don't want walking down the stairs to fucking meet you?
That.
Yeah.
Either that or like a toddler. I feel like that would be like that would fuck me up. Cause I'd be like, as a robber, I think if you put yourself in that situation, I'd be like, wait, what am I doing? This is like a family.
No, I
that
think
sounds like
no,
a-
I think for me it'd be like an old person. If I
Yeah.
ever went through that.
So the camera died. This is our outro.